That's true. I mean, they can definitely keep up, right? You've seen it. The crazy dives that they did earlier, especially when they get the advantage. And for the Filipino team here, they can be very, very aggressive when they need to. And Malaysia as well, these are quick bans coming out from both sides. You got the Fanny, the Joy. And for Philippines as well, you mentioned this earlier,
The Arlot,
Swarly.
yeah, it's the
Lot,
Arlot
yeah.
of Zamzam. Really, just it's just too good, you know. If you know it's good, just don't bother. Just take it away. Make him beat you with another hero. And I like mentality from the Philippines here. This 1-1 is gonna be the next hero. And I'm also thinking, what are Zamzahin's other heroes? He also does play the glue. With Malaysia picking up, Malaysia is the first pick in this one. Am I right?
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
So,
Malaysia on the blue side.
so
So they're also considering the 1-1 here and looking at the bans here of both Malaysia and Philippines. If the Lancelot seems to be a priority as well, the tanks a lot. So this might actually still be open here for either the Philippines or the Malaysians to take. Heroes like the high ground mages are such a huge thing here, especially
mm,
in team fight. So Eve and Valentina as well as Faramis, these should definitely be considered here in the bans.
and there we go, Faramis on
Hmm.
cue there. So could be could either be an XP lane ban or just probably take out a Valentina or the Eve straight off.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Now looking at yeah,
oh, it's
Kadita. Okay.
Kadita actually. Okay, okay. Definitely an Abdullah hero. I guess they do respect Abdullah's ability on that hero. But you know, Abdullah, he has shown that he has a lot of heroes in his arsenal. So let's see what he brings to the table in this one. And yeah, it's gonna be the glue. They are so far. I'm seeing that Malaysia and the Philippines are prioritizing that Explain Zamzahin. Definitely the unsung hero for Malaysia. We talk about the Abdul trio, but that man does
Hmm.
so much for Malaysia as well.
Hmm. And now Philippines picking up the carry. This is something new. We often see the carry like either last pick in the first phase, right? And for
Mm.
the Philippines, I guess they're just answering out to the glue here. The carry just shreds apart those HP bars, especially with the tanky setup that Malaysia loves going for. And now with another comfort pick here of the Terra, will Malaysia actually pick up the Valentina here?
They probably should. Abdullah definitely also a Valentina player, but it's gonna be the Marcus first for
Hmm.
now. But they do have another pick here, so let's see what they will go for later. It's gonna be the Melissa. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, looking at the Melissa here, definitely has more range, especially up against the carry. We've seen this in the match, in the semifinals, and now for the Philippines, they gotta deal with the smartest that is pretty much an early game hero, pretty much like the Leo Mord, right? If it
Mhm.
farms out pretty well, it can definitely wreak havoc up against the Philippines. And now, will they go for? I'm thinking like either a Fredrin or maybe even
Oh,
something on the
oh,
sides as
lapu
well.
lapu. Okay, okay. Bringing the Philippines to Cambodia with that pick. I think this is they played lapu lapu quite a bit in this tournament. You know, just the Pinoy pride is strong in this team. That's for sure.
Mhm.
And
And now
Valentina, oh, Valentina is
Valentina's still
actually
open,
they
right?
take it.
I
They
think
took it out.
I mentioned that earlier about the mid lane here of Malaysia, right? And now if ever the Philippines makes another mid lane ban here like a
Look at that
Farsa,
ban. Look at the ban of Malaysia.
oh yeah, they're really gearing
The,
up for that one. We talked about it, right? And twice
yeah.
they've lost to this Julian, and they're like, okay, nope, we're
Yeah,
not giving the
let's just
Philippines a
not
third time.
try. Yeah. Let them beat us with another hero.
Hmm. And
I like the
like
respect. Malaysia banning out the Julian, Philippines banning out the Arlot. Like from those two bans alone, there you know there is shared respect between these two teams.
looking at Malaysia here, they still need that mid lane high ground rather. So the Philippines chose to take away the Lolita here, the hard CC, uh,
And Kaja,
the setups it can do, and the Kaja. So yeah, roamers still haven't been revealed here. I'm thinking something along the lines of yes, the Farsa for Malaysia's mid lane, something good to go up against the Eve's high ground, so equal AOE.
Mhm.
And if that's the case here, they still need a roamer and a mid laner for Malaysia. And as for the Philippines, they have yet to reveal the jungler here, as well as the roamer. So
Mhm. Malaysia did also pick up the Lilia against the Philippines yesterday. Maybe they want to try it again if it really is the Abdullah comfort pick. But like you said, Farsa is going to be that one. Philippines picking up the Fredrin from here. In Malaysia, you talked about Franco as well being a good counter to that Eve. So let's see if Malaysia maybe even gonna try and go for that Franco.
mhm. The Franco is also good to go up against the Eve here, the only one who can actually cancel out the real world manipulation with the bloody hunt with the suppression. So I think Malaysia could go for that, very aggressive, but
It's
instead
ready,
they go for
Minotaur.
CC still Minotaur. Not so okay.
Ooh,
If the Martis is there, I think this is going to be the Roamer Minotaur for Malaysia.
yeah,
Lots of Minotaurs actually for the Para
exactly.
games.
Ooh, and there we go, Lilia.
Hmm.
Blula going back to that Lilia. He struggled yesterday against the Philippines, but that seems to really be one of his signature heroes, it seems.
Yeah, and I think the Lilia too is one of the most overlooked heroes. A hero that can pretty much sustain as well with the black shoes. It has also early game advantage here for Malaysia, and it pretty much has the same effect that the Eve has. Not as much AOE as the Eve, but pretty much the same type of kit that the Eve
Ooh,
provides. And
Diggy.
Philippines go
Shout
for the
out to
Diggy.
Coach Ducky
Yeah,
with
who's
that
right
last
over
pick.
there.
Coach Ducky represent Philippines picking up the Diggy there. Diggy versus Minotaur.
Minotaur.
What season is this? What year is this?
Well, I mean, the Diggy has been coming back.
True, true,
The
true.
Diggy has been coming back once or twice in the draft, especially since if there are setter tanks like the Kufra
Mhm.
and the Atlas, so the Diggy pops up from time to time. And I think for the Philippines, this is just a great answer to the Minotaur, right? You can
Exactly.
deny the Minoan's fury here,
Fury, yeah.
especially when you time the when you time the reverse time actually properly. And let's take a look at the Malaysia and Philippines one last time before go on to game number one.
hmm And yeah, let's look at the lane so far. Yeah, pretty much going as expected here. Do you think there will be a lot of early, like super early shenanigans in this game?
Oh, looking at the Philippines actually, uh, their gold lane actually leashing the jungle here, giving them a great head start. And as for the Diggy here of Ambat, I think for Malaysia, they can actually bait out the time's journey here of Ambat. And maybe after
Mm-hmm.
that, set up a nice Minoan's Fury here for Abdul. I think that's going to be the only problem here for Malaysia, right? They can't really go for the engage as long as Ambat is up.
Exactly, exactly. And see, Ambat will be crucial in this Philippines team fight over here. Tamarin, let's see what he can do with this glue. This is only a second glue so far in this tournament, but he did do well in that first one. So definitely gonna be watching out for his performance here, as there's gonna be a heavy, lots and lots of heroes from the Malaysians going towards Ignacio here, but they're just gonna secure themselves that gold buff for now. But Gonzalez actually gonna bite into it as Ignacio, this bruiser combo of the
Hmm.
Philippines, will not back down. They don't care if you outnumbers, as we will take the fight into you. First blood will be claimed by the Philippines. That's Abdila coming down, one of the main tempo control heroes of Malaysia on that Martis. So not the start you want for him, but I like that. Really, the Bruise brothers, Gonzalez and Ignacio, they are just gonna fight you no matter what.
And here's the thing, Swarley, you mentioned this for Malaysia earlier that the last time that they've gone head to head with each other, the Philippines completely shut down
Abdullah
Abdullah. Not give
and
yeah,
and Abdullah.
Abdullah. Yeah,
Abdullah,
actually
yeah.
both of them. The Abdullah trio actually.
Yeah.
They
They,
shut them down completely and now they're doing it once again the Terra. Going for the real
uh,
world manipulation,
but
nothing
that
so
will be
formal.
just that. Yeah, let's hope they got what they wanted. The turtle is gone. And yeah, that's true. Philippines do have their eyes in shutting down the best players definitely. I think the last Lilia game of Abdullah was 0-3-4. Like that's how much Abdullah struggled on that Lilia because Philippines were on point against him. So let's see if this time it will be a much better performance from that star mid laner of Malaysia.
Battle for the mid lane, right? That's what we
Mhm.
talked about off stream. And I think for the Philippines, what they have here, their advantage is that they have a lot more range with the real world manipulation. So they can definitely expect them to set a lot more plays. And for Malaysia to actually time those ultimates really well here because there's a split, there is the Minoan's
Oh, they're
Fury, and
baiting. They're
mhm,
baiting Hyrie here. They're baiting Hyrie. Abdullah making the rotation as well, but they're gonna spot out Abdullah here. The Marcus initiation gonna be foiled for now. Real world manipulation drop in Malaysia on the back foot, and looks like Gonzalez and company want to make more things happen. Flicker burned onto Abdullah here. Not gonna try and fight back into this. Minoan Fury is available though. Will it be a good one? No, it's not gonna be good at all. And Vicky will be able to create the space over in the backline. That little annoying bird will be able to create the space for his team. And
I
that is
love
it.
how this is the thing, right, Sorely? Usually you'd see the jungler being protected, and that was the first time I've seen like Gonzalez jump right in to save Ambat's life, or that would have been actually
It's
the
the
first
other way
kill for
around, right?
Yeah, it's the other way around right now. And looking at the digging here of Ambat, okay, I thought it was an impure rage diggy. It's actually a mystery shop to help him get the items, and this is quite annoying, right? You get tugged all the way back, forcing
Mm,
Zamharin
Zamharin
to actually pop the
use
split
split.
earlier on, and Philippines starting up this next turtle.
Yeah, and that split is basically the signal for the Philippines. They know it's down. So Malaysia, there's no way they're gonna fight into this as Gonzalez secures another turtle for his name. And yeah, just Philippines. Still quite contested here. Abdul, let's see if he can find anything. They're just gonna zone them out, secure this top turret for now. Hyrie and Abdullah. Nope, they're just gonna take away the armor. They're not feeling too confident. I think they spotted the mid lane rotation from Diggy and Detera, and they're just gonna respect that.
3-0 for the Philippines, a 2K gold lead for them. If this keeps up once again, this is going to be deadly, especially for
Oh,
Pagubasan as well, who has been scaling up pretty well here on the gold lane. And now Abdul gets tugged in.
ooh,
Here comes the real world manipulation onto Abdul. Gets taken down there. Beautiful positioning by the Terra. Even Heidi can't escape that one. Here comes Abdullah as
Abdullah,
well
but
yeah,
he's
for the
falling
backup.
quite low. Yeah,
Too
he's
late, a
not
bit
gonna
too
have a
late
lot
there.
of friends. Yeah. Oh wait, he might still fall in. Nah, he has the mobility. Still quite the slippery hero with those shoes of hers. But yeah, Abdul tried to. I think Abdul really wanted to try and turn with the Minoan Fury, but just couldn't find the opening. As Philippines are slowly but surely building their lead now up to a 5-0 start. Malaysia, they have to be active if they don't want this game number one, very crucial game number one, to get away from them because they already have the tools in their draft. You have that glue, you have that Minotaur, and you have the Marcus as well. Just lots of crowd control all around.
Yeah, I have to memorize that. Abdillah is the jungler of Malaysia.
Yes,
Then you got
Abdullah.
Abdul as the
Abdullah the mid
roamer,
laner.
and Abdullah
Abdul is
as the
the
roamer.
yeah.
Yeah, the deadly
It,
trio that we've
it
seen
was
up
confusing. It's
against.
confusing. It can get confusing. I
Mhm.
understand you. But yeah, Diggy will be able of real world manipulation. Too very low here. Abdul won't be able to initiate here, but Abdullah will be able to create the space here. But Malaysia getting boxed in to their bottom turret here. Abdullah still getting chased here by the Terra and company. Nice little pullback from the Diggy there, and that will be the mid laner gone once again. Abdullah, will they get the trade? They get carry at least. And if you're Malaysia, you take that. At least you finally get yourself on the boards against the gold laner.
Mhm.
Zamarin, though, the two gung ho once again trying to bait Gonzalez and Ignacio into the turret. Split is still available, so he will be more than confident to push the limits of his HP.
Look at Ambat just pushing this
I
bottom
know
lane.
it's an
So
objective focus,
casually
and he gets.
pushing that lane. Wow.
Yeah. Wow, Diggy, this is the new age Diggy, I guess. turret once again. Gonzalez just gonna go onto Abdullah there, and Abdullah just caught out. Abdullah was in the area, but not quite close enough for any Minoan Fury support there. Abdullah and company, though, will they try to get something back here? Will they have a counter blow against the Philippines? Doesn't seem like it, because that was Abdullah who was just deleted on that Lilia.
Yeah, you see the Terra as well frequently recalling back to the base. That's a lot of his mana always being depleted actually quite early on. Care of the I think the Terra actually built a tough boots here. And you see him most of the time just poking against the enemy team, forcing them to actually back away from the clash. This is something rare, right? You have to deal with the bombs here of Ambat. You have to deal with the Void Crystal of the Terra, which is actually forcing Malaysia to go back to their base and just stay there. And as for the Terra, right? A lot of pokes from the Void Crystal.
Exactly, just they're just gonna poke all the way if they do go for that. They haven't found that good Minoan Fury yet, but the problem is you have that Diggy. You have that Diggy who can easily turn things around for you. Abdullah gonna try and poke, but not gonna be too well here. Carry pushing over in the bot lane of the map, but there we go. Abdullah actually getting the first one to fall. Real world manipulation right on top of it. Zamharin just can't find the position where he can try and make things happen for Malaysia. And this is looking like deja vu for Malaysia. This is similar energy to how their match against the Philippines went yesterday, and it's looking concerning for them. They changed up their draft. They took the Minotaur as well. Abdullah going back to that Lilia, but hold that thought. Zamharin just going forward. You're gonna find one here. That's the Terra. Big kill on to the mid laner of the Philippines. And wow, it's the Terra once again. He is the one that is staying behind. Remember the last game of the
Mhm.
Philippines against Thailand? That was a similar position that the Terra was in. Unfortunately, he isn't that strong yet, as Malaysia will be able to take him down. But a much needed respite on that kill for Malaysia. Signs of life, at least, as they try and mount this comeback.
Here's the thing for Malaysia, right? That is a good shutdown, especially since the gold lead almost going towards 10k. So it was big, massive that they shut down the Terra, and now here comes the Lord for the Philippines. They're knocking in at the doors of Malaysia. They're not gonna overcommit here for the
Yeah.
Philippines. Gonzalez knows that Hyrie is still up, has that inspire, and now here comes the Terra once again. Fought
But
and
yeah.
back. There's the heals from Abdul, and at least there's a lot of pressure here from the Philippines. The Malaysians are still waiting for that proper Minoan's Fury, but again, there is some bot there.
Yeah, and there we go. Finally getting that turret there. Not really a slow siege of any sort, because that turret went down fast. Malaysia, all ultimates are up. Battle spells not quite there yet, but they should wait just a bit. Very close to the flicker for the Minotaur. This could be a big opening if they find that, but it's gonna be a hard ask. As it's actually the Philippines who are gonna dive right in. Ignacio and something are just gonna go straight for the jugular there. No more damage. Highly falling behind there as the initiation prowess of Malaysia just getting shut down. Samhain, Abdullah, Abdul, they're not getting anything done there. And I think it's just because of that, how good Ambat's positioning has been in this game. He has been a nuisance. And, I understand, totally understand why people hate the game because of a game like that.
Yeah, this is the problem too for Malaysia. You have to time the Minoan's Fury. At the same time, you have to consider as well, there's a lot of bombs that Ambat has been laying down on the field. So it makes it extra difficult here for the Malaysians to move forward, especially since their heroes are more on the dive.